What the heck is up, you guys? It's your boy Ace, aka Animated Heroes, here, back with another action figure review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Demoniacal Fit, or KAMIONE Muay Thai fighter, or basically the real Gogeta. Now, when it comes to the packaging, the color you get is based on which version you decide to pick up. Obviously, the yellow is going to represent the Fusion Reborn Gogeta, while the blue represents the Dragon Ball Super Broly version. On each of these packages, you do have the Muay Thai fighter posted up looking angry with this teeth-gritted face. And then, of course, in the plastic on the side, you can kind of see a little bit of the figure as well as some of the accessories. It does say KAMI1 in the bottom left corner on both packages, and then on the yellow, which is Fusion Reborn, it says 2A. On the Dragon Ball Broly, it says 2B. Then on the back, you do have the same image of the Muay Thai fighter, again posted up looking angry. Would have been cool if they had posed him around, but it is what it is. Nothing too crazy for the box, but that's not what we're here for. Anyway, let's go ahead and get Gogeta out so we can see what this figure is all about. Now, right out of the packaging, you do have the Muay Thai fighter, which is on the 3.0 body, which already makes this better than the Bandai. But I'm really digging this, man. You got this fighter who looks like he's kind of related to Krillin. He looks very angry, man. And I think you could use this head sculpt for any 6-inch figure if you don't plan on keeping it on this one, which I would imagine most people aren't. But yeah, man, really digging the body. As you can see, he's very toned. Now, I'm not sure how well it's picking up on camera, but the skin tones on each of these is a little bit different. This one is a little less saturated. This one is a little more saturated, which I do like because that gives you some subtle differences. Everything else is pretty much the exact same except for the belt. As you can see on the Broly version, it kind of curves inward, and then on the Fusion Reborn version, it blows outward. But yeah, down to the pants, the shoes, all of that is the exact same sculpt. Also, the pants are a little bit different as well in terms of paint. These on the Broly version are a little bit darker. Again, I like that because it makes for some subtle differences. It doesn't mean it's the exact same coloring despite it being the exact same figure. But now that we've got all that out of the way, let's go ahead and power these bad boys up and turn them into who we are ready to see, which is the real Gogeta. Now, I know I've been talking about Bandai quite a bit in this video, but I'm going to go ahead and keep it real with you guys, man. The only thing that the event exclusive did better in their version of Gogeta is the damn halo on the head. The halo on the KAMI1 version is not the best, but I mean, I don't really care about something like that much. Everything else about this figure is just so much better. I don't care how many people want to talk about the Bandai version and what they offered. It's just not beating it. Look at this. Look at both of these damn figures, man. Just look at these figures. And you know what? I'm going to zoom out so you guys can see everything. Look at these figures, man. Like, how can you... I don't know, man. I don't even know. I'm done arguing with the Bandai tards that are on my Gogeta video right now because there is no freaking... Anyway, when it comes to the overall look of this figure, man, I am really loving the detail, the sculpt work, everything they did, especially after you get this guy all armored up or put together the way he is supposed to look. As you can see, these are even two different head sculpts. You have this representing that Shintani art, and then I don't remember who animated this version of Gogeta, but two different hair sculpts. I'm really digging this, man. The armor and everything looks, not armor, the vest looks really good. It comes in two separate parts. You get the vest that goes over the chest, and then these separate pieces right here that peg onto the shoulder. Again, the belt and everything looks nice. The paintwork, the detail, the printing on the faces, just so very clean, man. This looks good. This just, I really don't know any other way to put it. This looks freaking good. Now, anyway, let's go ahead and put this guy back so we can see how tall he stands. Now, when it comes to the height on this guy, to the top of his head, he is a little bit above 5 1/4. To the top of his hair, he's about 6 1/4. And then to the top of his halo, he's a little bit over 6 1/2. And it looks like it's pretty much the exact same with this guy, which of course makes sense because it is the same mold. So yeah, 6-inch scale, no problem. We'll do some Dragon Ball comparisons a little bit later in the video. Now, articulation wise, I'm just gonna stick to this figure for this particular section just because it is the same body, so there's no point in doing it twice. He does look up only about that much because the hair is going to touch the back of the collar, so you're not going to really get anything out of that. But he does look down about that much. It's a tad bit stiff, but the chin does touch the chest. He does get really good tilt and turn. Seems like I do need to oil that joint a little bit because it is kind of stiff, but I'll take care of that once I'm done. When it comes to moving the arms up and outward, much better than the Bandai version, because as you can see, the shoulder pads do actually go up, and so that means that movement isn't hindered like it is on the official. And when it comes to bringing the arms in, check this, you can bring them all the way in, so that's really good, but you could do that on the Bandai version, so I'm not going to take that away from them. Now, moving it up and around, everything works fine. These joints are definitely in need of some oil, but I'll get to that later. He does have a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows that work very well. They come all the way in, unlike the Bandai version, which has double jointed elbows with single jointed range. The hands are on a ball peg, and you can maneuver those around no problem at all. When it comes to the diaphragm joint, he leans all the way back. The gapping is covered a little bit, but it is still there. He leans forward very, very well. Rocker and movement, all of this is just great. You can move this guy around just fine. Crunching forward about that much, using the lower waist. Crunching back about that much, losing the lower waist. So yeah, that is cool. Dig that. Now when it comes to this belt, it does move in and outward. It is on a ball peg, so you can move that around just fine however you want to. Really, really dig that. And then when it comes to doing the splits, as long as you tuck these pieces in, look at that, full split. Bandai version can't do that. I said what I said. When it comes to kicking forward, he kicks all the way forward, doesn't kick back actually, I lied. He kicks all the way back. Bandai version don't do that. I'm gonna keep saying that. It's gonna make somebody mad, but I don't care. He does have a really good thigh swivel, and the knees, not the best looking. They kind of have some gapping in there. Not a fan of the knee that much, but you still get plenty of range. But yeah, not really feeling that knee. I'm gonna call out the bad too. Don't think I'm just gonna glaze this figure. If it's bad and I don't like it, I'm gonna call it out. Now, right here at the boot, this is what I do like. This is on a ball peg in here, so you can move that around to help with some added articulation. Really good ankle rocker, really good ankle rocker, really good ankle rocker. Tamashii Nations can do that. And then he does have a very, very stiff toe hinge, but there it is. As you guys can see, articulation wise, you really shouldn't have very many problems with this guy at all. He's going to move around just fine, but he needs some oil, and I don't have a problem with oiling my figures. I've done that on officials too, for people who want to complain that you don't get no oil. Officials need oil as well. Now, when it comes to accessories, you get so many freaking parts with this guy. I honestly don't even know where to start. But I did figure out how I'm going to do this. I'm going to cover the Fusion Reborn version first. I'm going to show off everything that he comes with. And then once I get to the Broly version, everything that's the same, I'm going to leave that out. And then I'm just going to cover the rest because I'll be talking all day because you definitely get more than $80 worth of accessories. Now, right out of the packaging, he does come with his Muay Thai head sculpt and a pair of fist hands. Then, of course, you do have the Gogeta head sculpt that I have on the body right now with the smiling face, looking super duper sick. And of course, he does have the halo attached. I already showed that. That's the worst part of the figure. Now, in terms of interchangeable hands, first off, you get these forearms that are meant for the Muay Thai fighter, as well as the shoulder pieces to pull out the black parts in case you just want the Muay Thai fighter and you don't care about Gogeta, which I highly doubt anyone has said that. But you do get these pieces right here for when he's holding on to his jacket, for when it's blowing or when he hits the signature Dragon Ball, I think he does it in Sparking Zero pose. You do get these kind of blasting hands. Then you do get these martial arts hands that I believe he used when he fought Broly, when he hit that signature pose right before he like uppercutted him or something crazy, which was sick. You do get a pair of blast hands. You get another pair of blast hands. Then you get a pair of martial arts hands, which super duper sick. Then you do get one hand with a peg in it and another hand with a peg in it that comes with the Stardust Breaker or the Soul Punisher, which you don't get with the Bandai version, but you do get the pointing finger. You get a pointing finger. So, I mean, that definitely makes it worth $80 in my opinion. You could definitely get that version. Now, he does also come with a pair of crossed arms, which is sick. Glad that they included these, even though in my opinion, they don't really look the best. You still get them. Then on top of that, he comes with an interchangeable wind blowing jacket. Like, who would have thought of this, bro? Like, this is something they could have left out and I never would have thought anything of it. But yes, interchangeable wind swept jacket. Like, come on, man. They're just showing off at this point. Then you get 3 different head sculpts. You get a powered down head sculpt with the signature Gogeta smirk looking to the side. Look at that freaking head sculpt, man. Look at the paint on the faceplates looking so damn clean, and people want to talk about them causing cancer. Everything causes cancer, god damn it. I don't care. I love this. You get another windswept headpiece for whenever he is going in on attack mode. Somebody's about to get pieced up. It's probably Janemba, or it might just be the Bandai version of this figure. And then he does also come with this other head sculpt, which I think this is based on his Dragon Ball Super look. Either way, I'm digging this, and it does come with a faceplate where he is smirking. Now, in terms of other faceplates, you get 3 more for Super Saiyan. You get this yelling, screaming, powering up, charging in. You get this teeth gritted face, and then you do get a neutral look. All of these, once again, looking so damn good. Then you get 4 additional faceplates for the powered down version. You get the teeth gritted, the signature smile, which is the one that's on this, which is basically where he's kind of calm. You can see this is the Gogeta you want to see. You don't ever want to see him when he looks like this, because that means you're getting cooked. But this is another faceplate he comes with, and then he comes with a yelling, screaming. So already, version 1A or 2A, whatever this is, comes with so many freaking accessories. You cannot tell me that this isn't worth $80, but the SH fig, boy, next. Now, to knock out the Super Saiyan Blue accessories as fast as possible, I'll go ahead and say that he pretty much comes with all the same hands as the Fusion Reborn version, the same neutral or powered down head sculpts. He also comes with the halo and the same interchangeable parts for the Muay Thai fighter. Now, when it comes to the differences, obviously he comes with this same hair sculpt for the Super Saiyan Blue, but he does also come with the same other head sculpts with the windswept hair and then the more kind of curved inward hair. I think this is more based on the Fusion Reborn look, and then this is based on the Dragon Ball Super. I love that they give you 2 different Gogeta looks, man. This is super duper dope. Very, very great idea when it came to putting this figure together and giving us so many accessories that we just wouldn't have thought of. Now, he does also come with the same faceplates. He comes with the yelling, screaming, the neutral, angry, you about to get beat up, the teeth gritted, and then he does come with the signature smile. Now, he does come with this vest that you see on him right out of the package, sort of right out of the package that I put on him. And then he does also come with the windswept vest. But the thing about this is, I think this brighter yellow was actually based on the concept art before the movie actually released, because this doesn't come in the plastic container. It comes in a little plastic bag behind the figure, as well as the shoulder pads. But then you do get this other one, which I think this is actually based on his look from the movie. You get the regular one, and then you do get the windswept one again. So basically you get 4 different interchangeable jackets with this guy, as well as the croissant pieces. That's what I'm going to start calling these, the croissant shoulders. So they look like croissants to me. Now, I do like this brighter yellow over this more queso color type yellow. Cheese is cheese, but I like this better. I really do dig this brighter yellow, so I'm gonna stick to this one. But then he does also come with this freaking dope key blast that comes with 4 interchangeable parts that you just kind of peg into it like a Tamashii Nations Kamehameha. It comes right out of the plastic with nothing on, and you just kind of put those pieces in, and then you can take it off if you want. So really good accessories, man. This guy is just so damn sick. I probably spent about 10 minutes talking about the accessories. But if you don't think it's worth $80, again, the Tamashii Nation version does come with a pointing finger instead of the starter's breaker. You can definitely pay $80 and get that pointing finger, man. I do think that makes it worth it. So yeah, go pick that up if you really are just still bent on getting that one. Now moving on to some size comparisons before we wrap this video up. Here the two of them are standing next to an SH Figuarts Super Saiyan God Goku, which is my favorite version of this guy. This is the third release. And then we've also got him standing next to an SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Super Superhero Vegeta, which I kind of use as my Boo Saga Vegeta because the outfit's basically the same. Next up, here they are standing next to the demoniacal Fit Hero Waltz, yet another Gogeta figure that in my opinion is more worth $80 than the official because it comes with a starter's breaker. And then we also have him standing next to the Fusion who wishes he was Gogeta. Let me stop because Vegito is actually heat. I'm just biased. But yeah, we've got him standing next to the Mythos anime Vegito with the OC Toys head sculpt on the body. Last but not least, for two villains, here he is standing next to the Tonsen Arttoy Adolescent Malevolence or Kid Buu. And then we've got him standing next to the SH Figuarts First Form Frieza. I think he fits in scale with both of these figures very well. Now this right here is for anyone who wants to see it. Here the head swaps are, in case you guys want to see what the Super Saiyan head sculpt looks like on the Dragon Ball Broly version, and you want to see what the Super Saiyan Blue head sculpt looks like on the Fusion Reborn version. I can kind of see why they switched the colors up. I do think Super Saiyan Blue looks better with the yellow jacket personally, but I mean, hey, Goku goes Super Saiyan Blue and he wears orange, so it's really up to you what you like. Now, one other thing I want to show you guys is the Super Saiyan head sculpt on the demoniacal Fit body. As you can see, this does not look bad at all, man. And if you've got the neck modification peg, then you could definitely make this into your definitive Gogeta if that's something that you want to do. Now, when it comes to my final thoughts on this figure, I'll go ahead and say it, man. In my personal opinion, this sells itself. There really was no reason for me to go as hard as I did pushing this figure, but I kind of wanted to get back at the Tamashii Nation's crybabies that were all in my comment section in my actual event exclusive Gogeta review. And I want to make it clear, I honestly don't hate that figure. It's just the fact that it's outdated and overpriced. Why are we paying $80 for a figure that we pretty much already got? It's like 70% reuse. We got some new head sculpts and some people are saying the pants are new. But even if the pants are new, they're still 2.0. We got 3.0 figures right now. So if they're putting out new pants for action figures, why didn't they give us some 3.0 pants? And why didn't we get a starter's breaker if it was going to be $80? If it was $20 cheaper, maybe $60, $65, I would have been much more okay with that release. But $80 for an old body with a new head sculpt, in my personal opinion, is just not worth it. This right here, the value is there, man. These two figures retail at about 60 to 75 bucks a piece, and you get more accessories than you can count on 4 or 5 hands, man. You can literally recreate every single moment that Gogeta has been animated other than probably Dragon Ball Heroes. So this, in my opinion, is more valuable. And the reason I didn't show him next to the Tamashii Nations version in size comparison is just because I don't have that anymore, man. I'm sorry. Action figures are far too expensive these days for me to try to settle for mediocre. I'm going to keep what I like. I'm going to get rid of what I don't. The Tamashii Nations version had to go. Now, that's my personal opinion. If you guys are still mad at that, it is what it is. Shout out to the people who listen to me for logic instead of just fanboying out and jumping on Tamashii Nations nutsack. Now, overall, that was my review. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this one a little bit more after I explained myself. Hopefully, you guys understood without me having to explain myself. Y'all are the real ones. If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That always helps me out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that bell icon so you're notified whenever I upload new content. And last but not least, follow me on everything you see listed in the description below to keep all of my activity outside of YouTube. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe wherever you are and go buy this damn figure, man. Nobody cares about that damn event exclusive. Tamashii Nation's gonna re-release a Gogeta figure in like a year or so anyway. Mark my words, we're gonna get a 3.0 Gogeta. They just used y'all with that event exclusive. I said what I said. Bye.